Hello and welcome back to Bug Rounds. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now we are not up in the studio today, and there is a reason behind that. Basically, long story short, a few days ago I received a message off an old school friend of mine by the name of Adam. Now I say old school friend, we're still very good friends to this day, but you know what life's like when you have to grow up and be actual adults. You don't get much time to see one another. So it's been quite a long time since I saw Adam, and he basically said, would I like a free Exoterra? And there's some few bits chucked in as well. Now, knowing with the BTS coming up, I jumped at the chance to receive this free Exoterra, and he kindly dropped it to my house. Now, doing a video about receiving an Exoterra might sound boring, right? But check this out. Boom! This is absolutely loaded with stuff. I did actually start to take some bits out and then quickly chucked it back in and thought, you know what, why not do a video about this and have you guys give me some input on what I can use things for. Now, Adam is not an invert fan, but he is a reptile fan. Please focus. There we go. He is a reptile fan, and I believe he was going to use this for some geckos or something like that. I'm not quite sure why that plan fell through, but there's a lot of goodies in here. And you know me, I'm not a reptile keeper. I don't plan on becoming a reptile keeper, at least not anytime soon. I don't feel confident enough with the care. But I want you guys at home today to help me pick what I'm going to do with a lot of this stuff. First of all, what is going to go in this Exoterra? It is pretty large, guys. It is pretty large. So, with the BTS coming up, what kind of invertebrate could I put in this Exoterra? I'm really sorry about the lack of focus. When my hands are on here, the background tends to defocus. Lighting, still missing camera, you know the jazz. So let's go and open this and look through bits and see if you guys can give me some comments below with some ideas of what to use some of this stuff for. Okay, now I've opened this and I didn't actually explain why I'm not up in the studio, purely because this is heavy. It's loaded with stuff, it's heavy. This floor in my house is the first floor. It's easier to do than going up another flight of stairs carrying all this weight. Anyway, what's up here? Let's have a look. Okay, so this looks like it's in two halves. Sweet. I'm guessing this was maybe what, feeding station, guys? I don't know my reptiles. My idea is use this half as a hide, perhaps. Don't know what to do with this half. Oh, maybe we could use it as some sort of large water dish, or maybe something for another crab. Unfortunately, my crab passed away. I'm really unsure as to why, but I want another. Maybe we could fill that with water and have that as like a station for a land crab. Don't know what this is. Anyone know what one of these are? Is it just like a little screwdriver? It's just a little screwdriver, isn't it? Pretty cool. Moving on. This. I'm guessing this is what this also is. Let's have a look. Reptile carpet. Okay. Now, as we're not reptile keepers, what can we use this for? Put your suggestions in the comments below. Maybe some backgrounds, perhaps? Obviously, a lot of things we keep like to dig, so we can't have it as a carpet. Maybe I could use it as some sort of decor making thing. I don't know, you tell me. Moving on. Heat mat, I'm guessing. Heat mat strips, sweet. Okay, we've got, what's this? There's some sort of heat lamp thingy. Oh, night glow. Pretty cool. Don't know what I'll use it for, but pretty cool. We got lots of wires here. That's on like a timer thing. Thermostat. Sweet, man. This must have cost a fortune. I'm getting all this for free. What's this? Look at that, look. Temperature gauge, digital one. Oh, I'm going to break something if I keep pulling on those wires. So let's move on. Ah, yeah, he told me about this. Look at this. Isn't that a beauty? Now, unfortunately, as you can tell, a bit has broken off here. This is why he was giving me this one. He replaced it with another. Apparently, it was quite a bit of money. But wow, I don't care that it's a bit broken. That is beautiful. I'm going to be putting this up in the studio. Some plants. We can always find use for these. Defo use for those. What's this? That's cool. That's cool. Bit more decor, Whoa, put my fingers in front of the camera. Stop being such an amateur, Sam. Any particular enclosure, guys? What do you think? Maybe a sort of deserty one, perhaps? Don't know. That's pretty sweet. This looks like water and food dishes, so we can definitely use these. We'll probably just use a lot of water dishes, obviously. But that saves me a bit of money, doesn't it? Although I tend to use bottle caps, but these look a bit more cool. I do find with these they dry out quite quick though, but not going to complain, it is free. Oh, look at that, look. Sweet. Definitely for a desert enclosure. I've done it again. This finger, back off. Right, let me manoeuvre my hand a bit more. Hang on a minute. Okay, hand's in a different position. Shouldn't make that mistake again. Oh, this goes quite far back, you know. It's another one of those power things where you can set a timer on it. Really handy. What's this? Calcium powder. Cool. This is connected with the rest of the wires. I've seen these. These alone are quite pricey, mind. For these nice bits of wood. Maybe something, maybe a heavy Weber. What do you guys think? A heavy Weber to have this bit of wood in there? Has to be a pretty big enclosure, mind. Don't know. We'll have a think. Maybe even Pavarotti. What do you think? That one's already stuck on there. Here we are. Hide for something. Maybe an arboreal. Or maybe not. I don't know. It looks a bit splintery. What do you guys think? Does anyone use one of these for an arboreal? Would that be okay? Or do you reckon maybe some other kind of invert that can use it as a lot of sort of hide? You guys tell me. What do you think? This looks like another hide to me. Spin it. Yes, another hide, another hide. Can't have too many hide. Bug grub and bug gel, useful for my feeders. Boom. And boom. Can't have too many tweezers. Don't know what that is. Is that a foot? Foot for something? Yeah, I think that's a foot that's come off. I don't know. We'll sort that out. But look at that. Look at all this space here. What are we going to put in here? Is there a heat mat stuck to the bottom? No, there is. I think there's a heat mat stuck to the bottom. Obviously, we won't need this. You don't want to use heat mats when keeping things like tarantulas. But maybe a tarantula won't go in here. Blurry, again. Back. So, I will remove that depending on what we're going to keep in here. Please give me ideas. I'd prefer it to be an invertebrate. I may consider a certain reptile or a certain amphibian type species if I can keep it this shallow. I don't know. But I want your ideas. I want your ideas of focus. You guys are going to get as annoyed as I am here, aren't you? I want your ideas of what to put this in. Preferably something I can pick up at the BTS. I've also got some wicked news coming up for you guys about the BTS. I can't wait to let you know. I will do that in a BTS list. So please hit that bell icon if you haven't already, so you can see my updated videos and they will notify you when they go live, because you don't want to miss out on some cool stuff happening at the BTS this year. Hoarding cool stuff. What do we put where? So thanks for watching and listening to me ramble on and making mistakes of putting my finger in the way of the camera. I keep making mistakes since I've been filming off my phone instead of my actual camera. I miss my camera so much. Yeah, I have got some more questions for you though. But before I get onto that, big shout outs to anybody who comes up with a really cool suggestion that I decide to use, whether it's for a decor item you saw, whether it was for the reptile carpet, whether it's for something to go in the Exoterra. I will still take on board your suggestions of reptiles, amphibians and things like that, but don't be offended if I decide not to choose it, because it's something that I would really have to put my research into, as a lot of my research is all invert based. So I'd rather it be an invert, but if you really think that Bug Realm should hold something else, let me know in that comment section below. I want to give another big shout out to Nikki, who purchased an All Things Creepy Crawly t-shirt off my site a while ago. I'd already given you a shout out, Nikki, but that picture you put yourself wearing it on social media, you rocked that t-shirt, girl, and I'm not being big-headed, but you smashed it, and it always makes me feel good to see someone wearing the Bug Realms merchandise. But I do have this question for you. Now, since the Pavarotti limited edition t-shirt went up for sale, I'd only actually got one of those sold. Is it because the pricing is too high?
Is it because Pavarotti wasn't something you were massively keen on having on a t-shirt? Please let me know below, because I'd like to bring out some form of collectible, and in my personal opinion I think perhaps its pricing is high. So if that's the case, please write it below, because I want to find something that is a sort of collectible. I would enjoy making a sort of collectible with limited edition things coming out throughout the year, and I'm perfectly happy to try and come up with a brand new idea for something far cheaper than a t-shirt, if a collectible is something you guys are interested in. But just let me know. What I'll do is perhaps come up with another t-shirt for something new after the end of May, for a new limited edition t-shirt, and also bring out something a lot cheaper too. And if that cheaper item is something you guys are interested in, we'll keep that rolling. Anyway, I've yabbered on for far too long. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.